Today we're going to take a look at Control Tower VR. This game is currently on SideQuest and it puts you in the role of an air traffic controller where your goal is to guide as many aircraft as possible to the runway while avoiding collisions. Now before I go on, I have 3 codes to give away to the first 3 subscribers who email me requesting one. You'll either find my email in the comment section below or a message saying that all codes have been given away, in which case don't worry, as the game is at such a low price point for what you get. I don't think you'll mind paying after you've seen the rest of this review. So on SideQuest we have the free demo experience, which allows you to play the island map without limit. We also have the full game, which will set you back only $4.99 Canadian dollars at the time of this video. So I'm going to be reviewing the full game. Let's take a look. We'll start by going over the game fundamentals. Here we have a high scoreboard, an option to adjust volume, and you can see here that the game is made by a solo developer. Philippe is a senior developer who has worked on games such as Need for Speed Carbon for PSP and FIFA Street 2012 on the PS3 and Xbox 360. Now if we go over to the main game menu, we can select from a variety of maps in an open-ended gameplay mode, and we can adjust the difficulty from easy to hard. These maps also get more difficult over time. Then there's career mode. There are a range of stages that increase in difficulty from beginner to expert, and there are 20 career mode maps in total, not including the tutorial maps, and each map has you aiming to accomplish a particular goal, and depending on your performance you'll either obtain a bronze, silver or gold medal and unlock the next level, or you'll get nothing at all and need to replay the level in order to progress. In game there are 5 types of craft you need to land, each with their own characteristics. The commercial airliners are bigger, slower and harder to maneuver and need longer runways than the smaller private planes. The glider is not able to ascend by itself and requires an updraft to gain lift. The helicopter is easy to maneuver but fairly slow and can approach and land on a landing pad directly from above. Finally, the hot air balloon is probably the hardest, as it is carried by air currents, so you have to raise or lower it depending on the direction of the air current to get it to the field in order to land. If an aircraft has a collision, it's game over. When back in the control tower, you can see the final moments of the map you just played from within the tower and can replay the last few seconds of the crash to work out where you went wrong. How do I describe the gameplay? Well, it's casual without being too easy. It's simple without being basic or boring. So let me explain. It's recommended you play standing, but you can also play this game sitting down using the Oculus controller to move and turn. It's not intense, you won't be moving around too much, but it does require your attention as you begin to manage multiple aircraft and aircraft types. If you get too involved in landing one craft, which is easy to do and happens a lot, chances are you could miss the mid-air collision just about to happen and end your game. This means you often have to focus in on one part of the map to micromanage 1 or 2 craft before zooming out and viewing the maps as a whole to assess where your attention needs to go to next. Knowing the characteristics of each of your craft will also help you succeed. For example, I know a commercial liner is not very maneuverable or fast when compared to a private plane. So in the event of a near mid-air collision, I would move the private plane away from the commercial airliner, as it will be more likely to move out the flight path just in time when compared to the larger airliner. You'll learn the fundamentals within minutes, but whilst it's easy to pick up, it's difficult to master. As you progress, each level has its own distinct mission objective, from simply landing the craft to needing to fly the craft past a landmark for a photo op before landing, or ensuring the landing is as smooth as possible for passengers on board, or needing to redraw flight paths that are knocked out by lightning hitting the craft. You even have to contend with hostile UFOs at one point. These different objectives change the game just enough to keep it interesting as you progress through the campaign, without changing it too much to the extent that you need to learn a bunch of new stuff each time. And sure, the graphics could be prettier, but bearing in mind this was made by a single developer and everything still looks fine, for me it doesn't really impact the gameplay at all. I barely noticed it once I got playing. The sounds and music are also on point and fit the game well. The music is dynamic and gets more intense with each wave of aircraft, as you're about to hear. Think of Tetris. It's an insanely addictive game, very easy to pick up and play, but takes practice to really begin to master it. This game shares that same winning formula. You'll find yourself going back to this game time and time again to unlock each level, and when you're done, you'll be replaying those same stages to get the gold medal score. There's plenty of content here to keep you playing for hours on end, and at this price point, it's a steal. The developer is looking to get this game into the official Oculus Quest store, and I really hope this happens, as I think it deserves a spot among the other quality titles. Make sure to leave a SideQuest review if you do play the demo or purchase the full experience, as this will support the game developer in getting the game considered for the store. I will also have a link to join the game's Discord channel in the description below. So that's it from me for now. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell, and I'll catch you next time.